Hello folks, welcome back to my next gameplay with Megan, and this time it's time for the Jeopardy for the DOS. It would be this lady taking on Dan and Irene. Alright, let's begin with civics for 100, please. The title given the superintendent of a post office. What is postmaster? Civics for 200. One who has a full membership in a state or nation. What is a citizen? Civics 300. Name given for the 5 counties that make up New York City. What are boroughs? Civics 400. It's so named because it comprises a greater number than an ordinary jury. What is a grand jury? Alright, let's go with civics for 500. One who gives up citizen in one country for allegiance for another. What is expatriate? Rammed it. Let's go with fishy names for 100, please. Debbie Reynolds' daughter. She stars in Star Wars. Who is Carrie Fisher? Who is Carrie Fisher? Let's go with fishy names for 200. He played Hutch in the series Starsky and Hutch. Who is David Soul? Fishy names 300. She sang several James Bond themes, including Goldfinger. Who is Shirley Bassey? Fishy names for 400. They were the 1973 and 1974 Super Bowl champions. Who are the Miami Dolphins? Four-letter words for 100. In the proverb, half of it is better than none. Oh, what is a loaf? Alright. Let's finish up fishy names for 500. Daily Double. I'm going to bet it all. This former FCC chairman called TV a vast wasteland. Who is Newton Minow? Yes. 4,400. Well done. Now let's do 4-letter words for 200. Armor Breaking Club, tear gas or a spice for covering of meat. Oh, Jody doesn't have a clue. Irene doesn't have a clue. What is... What is a mace? Let's do 4-letter words for 300. To blow it in short gusts or the magic dragon. What is puff? Four-letter words for 400. A carnival performer who bites the hands of live chickens. What is a geek? Yes! And I'll go with 4-letter words for 500. From Scottish for old cow, smallest of a litter. What is a runt? Yes! Now let's do apple for the teacher for 100. Debbie Allen plays the dance teacher for the high school for performing arts in this syndicated TV series. What is fame? Apple for the teacher, 200. Before becoming an early morning host, he played TV teacher Lucas Tanner, who is David Hartman. An apple for the teacher for 300. She is Mel Lazarus' cartoon strip character. Excuse me. She is Mel Lazarus' cartoon strip character. Comic strip teacher. Excuse me. Who is Miss Peach? For 400, please, on that one. This actress came full circle when she played Anne Sullivan in the TV version of The Miracle Worker. Who is Patty Duke? Now apple for the teacher for 500. Eve Arden starred in this 50s sitcom about life in a high school. What is our Miss Brooks? Oh, I accidentally put E, but that counts as a correct response. Our Miss Brooks. I meant to put an S instead of an E. But that's correct. Let's go with man's best friend for 100. This tiny short-haired dog is originally from Mexico. What is a Chihuahua? Man's best friend for 200. Eskimo dogs belong to this lupine group because they've been mated with these. What are wolves? Let's go with man's best friend for 300. At one time, only a Chinese of royal blood could own these? What are Pekingese? Man's best friend for 400. The only dog is native to Australia. What is the dingo? And man's best friends for 500. A long-haired breed of dog, of Russian wolfhound. Its name is Russian for swift. What is the borzoi? Now let's do England for 100. England's favorite take-home food is traditionally wrapped in newspapers. What are fish and chips? $200, please. Pudding traditionally served with English roast beef originated in this city. What is Yorkshire? 400. No, actually, 300. Excuse me, 300. Matches in this summer sport are sometimes called tests. What is cricket? Now give me 400. Informal name for British police derived from founder of Metropolitan London Force. What are bobbies? Now the last clue. Prince Philip of UK is former prince of this country. What is Greece? So at the end of the Jeopardy round, Megan has 10,300, Irene 200, Dan zippity doo-dah as we go on to double Jeopardy. All right, we're going Dan. World leaders for how much? 800. India's prime minister whose father also held an office. Who is Indira Gandhi? How about world leaders for 200? Yugoslavia's first and longest lived president. Who is Tito? World leaders 2. No, 400. Excuse me. For 400. Japan's royal ruler since 1926. Who is Hirohito? Now we go on to world leaders for 600. His U.S. presidency saw the end of the world. War II and the start of the Korean War. Who is Harry S. Truman? I got it. All right, now world leaders for a grand. Haile Selassie was the last emperor of this African nation. What is Ethiopia? That's right. I must be coming up with them. Dan has a lot of cash now. Where's he going? Color songs for 800. He becomes bobbing along. Who is Red Robin? What was the Red Robin? That's it. Let's do color songs for 200 this time. Tie it around the old oak tree for Tony Orlando. What is a yellow ribbon? Hey, that's it. Let's do color songs for 400. A 1960s hit song by the Rolling Stones said to paint it this color. What is black? Now let's do color songs for 600. Color by Numbers is a hit album by this colorful British band. Haha, you fail. What is Culture Club? Now color songs for a grand. Best country song of 1968. It don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime. What is Little Green Apples? Yes. Correct. Now we shall do The Buck Stops Here for 200. Gil Gerard played this space adventure in this recent TV version. Who is Buck Rogers? Let's do Buck Stops Here for 400. Authoress of The Good Earth. She won the Nobel Prize for Literature. Who is Pearl Buck? For 1,000, please. No, for 800. Or for 600. Buck Stops Here for 6. Big game hunter, famous for bringing them alive. Bringing them back alive. Who is Frank Buck? Now for 800. Eddie Murphy satirizes this Little Rascals character, who is Buckwheat? Oh, yes. Now, Buck Stops Here for a grand, please. A tree related to the horse chestnut. It is the state of Ohio's nickname. What is the Buckeye? All right, French phrases for 200. Associated with ice cream, it is French for according to the fashion. What is a la mode? For 400, please. It is the day contained in Mardi Gras. What is Mardi Gras? Excuse me. What is Tuesday? French phrases for 6. I meant Mardi Gras. This French exclamation means behold. What is voila? For 800, please. French phrase is 800. Coup de grace would be the appropriate on the 18th green. Oh, let me try this. What is the fishing stroke? Oh. Oh, the finishing stroke. Let's try that for $1,000. French for blue ribbon. It refers to a cook of the highest excellence. What is cordon bleu? Oh, I meant to put a U, not a Y. Let's see. Does Irene know it? She does not. You fail. See if Dan knows it. What? Yeah, I meant to put a U instead of a Y. That brings Dan out of the hole. Let's see where we're going. Biology for 600. A device for which Anton van Leeuwenhoek is most famous. What is the microscope? Yes. Biology for 200. No, 400, excuse me. I accidentally picked 400. It is the largest brain of all land animals. All land mammals. What is the elephant? Now for 200. Oh, got the daily double. You know what I'm going to do? Because I have the answer booklet with me. Of plants or animals, the one with cells that have cell walls. Oh, what are plants? Well done. And that brings Megan's total up to 37,400 as we go to biology for 800. This part of a tree provides with about 85% of its needed water supply. Irene doesn't know it. Haha. If you keep answering like that, Irene, you won't be around for Final Jeopardy. What is... What are the roots? Good going. Let's try biology for $1,000, please. These chemicals act as a catalysts in digestion. What are enzymes? Yes. All that's left is kitty literature. 200. Dwarf who could spin straw into gold. Who is Rumpelstiltskin? Boom! 400, please. Medical pen name or creator of Bartholomew Clubbins and the Grinch. Who is Dr. Seuss? $600, please. Written from Kipling's Exotic Travels, it was also a Disney cartoon. What is The Jungle Book? For 800, please. Either that or the 1,000 has the daily double. And I just found the other one. Let's do it all again. This 3 movie versions of this S.E. Hinton's novels for teenagers have featured this young actor. Who is Matt Dillon? And that brings your total up to 8,800. Irene, however, is not going to be around for Final Jeopardy after this clue. In the Freddy the Detective stories, Freddy was one of these animals. What is a pig? So at the end of Double Jeopardy, Megan 80,800, Dan 1,600. Irene is not going to be around for Final Jeopardy. Category is Women in History. I'm 19,200. Burnt at the stake as a sorceress, she was later declared innocent and in 1920 made a saint. Who is Joan of Arc? All right, so Megan profits $100,000 this game. Phew! This was a great game. See you for the next gameplay, everybody.